Ivo Mihailov, Nicholas Newell.
After gradeaundera would grow a following of over 3.5 million subscribers and over 437 million views on YouTube.
Man, I love video games, man! Video games were my childhood! But it has changed so much over the years. Like, the graphics pretty much look realistic nowadays, right? But I was playing video games back when it looked like a drunk 4-year-old had designed the characters.
After gradeaundera would have a subreddit dedicated just to him, with 7,000 members still actively talking about him to this day.
So if I've concisely made my point in like 2,000 words, why are you gonna force me to write 3,000 words of shit?
After gradeaundera would have people wondering, is he dead? To which he'd make a video. Gradeaundera was able to build a massive following on YouTube using Microsoft Paint, Windows Movie Maker, and recording audio on either his phone or OBS. At the time of this recording, he's got over 3.5 million subscribers and almost 500 million total views on YouTube. But his last upload came on March 24th, 2019. Throughout his long YouTube career, he's gone on hiatus and come back a few times, but this may be the end for him after all. Aside from dealing with health and personal family issues, which he's discussed in previous videos, it seems when fans started harassing his real life friends and did whatever they could to find Grade A, he was ready to call it quits. In this video, we're going to talk about Grade A's rise to YouTube stardom and his sudden disappearance here on Where Are They Now? What's going on, guys? I'm your host Jared Bronstein, and in today's video we'll be talking about the incredibly funny and wild gradeaundera. Now, this man's YouTube career has been quite a wild one, ranging from making videos about everyday problems to some serious YouTube drama. To this day, his channel still gets close to 100,000 views per day, even though he hasn't uploaded a video in 4 months. Clearly, his content had an everlasting impact on the YouTube community, but his most recent hiatus has people wondering if he's ever going to come back. We're going to be covering that and some more here for you on Where Are They Now? But before we do that, I got a trivia question for you guys. I want to know, how did Grade A come up with his name in the first place, gradeaundera? You guys gotta let me know in the comments down below, and we'll cover that as well at the end of this video. Gradeaundera was born Ram Kavandra on October 6, 1988, somewhere in England. Now, unfortunately, I can't say for sure. There are theories it was Northern England, but this guy likes to keep his life very, very private. In fact, as many of you guys know, he wouldn't reveal his face or identity until about 3 years after getting into the YouTube game, when he hit the 2 million subscriber mark. It's believed he studied at Imperial College in London for 4 years and went on to teach mathematics, but would get fired from his job after the head of the math department and Grade A didn't see eye to eye. Gradeaundera would join YouTube on January 31st, 2013, but wouldn't upload his first video, titled 9 Things I Hate About the Barbershop, until March 23rd, 2013, which is also my birthday. It's irrelevant to this video, but if you guys wanted to send me any gifts, that'd be the day. Now, at the time of this recording, his very first video has clocked in over 4 million views and is still getting new comments to this day. But this would just be the start of a very successful YouTube career for the British native. The video that would help Grade A grow his following would be his video, Girly Drinks vs Manly Drinks. Although the video itself would be uploaded on April 8th, 2013, it wouldn't actually blow up until it got popular in a subreddit, gaining close to 3,000 upvotes. Overnight, Grade A's following would significantly grow, leading him to produce more content and eventually pursuing working on YouTube full time.
If you went to a restaurant and ordered something and it was bitter, you would complain. Why would anyone want something that's so bitter, it's called bitter?
Aside from his comedic videos, Grade A would also make videos going after other YouTubers such as Keemstar, Nicole Arbor, and Ray William Johnson, to name a few, calling them out for things like plagiarism or just straight up lying. Grade A would continue producing more content, uploading quite regularly, which would allow him to grow a large following. All of Grade A's videos would do quite well, getting millions of views per video. It seemed everything was going well for the guy, until he made a 2-part series in regards to PewDiePie and the Wall Street Journal scandal, where the Wall Street Journal was taking some of his media out of context. Following the part 2 of the series, which was posted on March 11th, 2017, Grade A would take a bit of a break from YouTube. He would return after his 2-month hiatus on May 22nd, 2017 with a video titled Is Gradeaundera Dead? In brackets, Where the F Have I Been? In this video, he explains that he'll be focusing more on Twitch than YouTube, but will still be making videos on a regular basis. He also briefly touches on health issues and personal stuff, but again made it clear he's a private guy and wanted to keep specifics to himself. Following his alleged return, Gradeaundera would once again go on a hiatus, not posting another video until September 20th of 2017.
There was some health shit, 2 handfuls of family shit, sprinkle in some other shit as well, mix it all up, put it in the oven at 420 degrees for 4 or 5 months, and the end result was me becoming fucking depressed.
Grade A wouldn't post for about a year and a few months after that, uploading for the first time since that video on January 1st, 2019. He then uploaded 2 more videos in the following weeks, giving his fans hope that maybe he'd be back for good. Unfortunately, after those 2 videos, he'd leave again, coming back with his most recent video posted on March 24th, 2019, Why We All Hate Valentine's Day, in brackets, tiny bit late.
Listen, despite how it looks, right, these are not gifts for women, right? This is future guilt trip insurance for men.
Since posting that video, Grade A has gone completely ghost. Now, I've done a ton of research online, and I even reached out to the guy on 2 different emails that I was able to find. To no surprise, he didn't get back to me. But what I can tell you is he's most likely trying to lead a normal life and possibly teaching again. I can't say for sure what he's doing for an income, but he still does have a store online where you can purchase his branded clothing, and it's trademarked 2019, so he's still obviously making money with his brand. On top of all this, take it from what you will, but in a subreddit from about a year ago, a user with the name Boxing Wolf on Reddit outlined a well thought out recap of Grade A's life after YouTube. Now, I'm not going to read the entire thing as it is quite long, but in short, he believes Grade A retired after YouTube changed their policies, and Grade found it frustrating that his channel has turned into a drama news source in a sense. He also cites his sickness as a possible reason, as well as financial troubles or all of the above.
Did you hear that, mate? NASCAR should be a sport, right? Cause it's like riding a f***ing roller coaster.
Someone actually responded to that Reddit comment with an alleged email conversation they had with gradeaundera. Now again, I can't say 100% for sure whether or not this is actually from Grade A, but based on the language used, it seems like it very well could be him. Now before I read parts of this, I will say it's dated from June 20th, 2018, and Grade A has posted since. That being said, I do genuinely believe there's truth to a lot he says, so here goes. He starts by talking about how YouTube isn't fulfilling as a hobby anymore, and that family and work have taken a great deal of focus away from internet related stuff. He goes on to say thinking of ideas for new videos feels more like a chore aside from making and editing the videos, and he was going to make a video explaining all of this, but now that it's been almost a year, again keep in mind that this was from back in June of 2018, so at that point his last upload was in September of 2017, he thought most people were able to figure it out for themselves that he was officially done. He does however say he might spontaneously make videos every few months or years, which he has done since this was posted, but would no longer be doing weekly uploads. Now before I continue, I will say Grade A's next 3 uploads were all 2 weeks apart, on January 1st, January 16th, and February 3rd. So maybe he thought about coming back and then realized it wasn't the right time, or he really was done for good.
I love my parents, man. And it's hard for me not to. Not only do they get me bomb-ass shit for Christmas every year, Kim Kardashian sex tape! How did you know, Grandma?
Now in the Reddit post, which includes the email conversation, Grade A continues by saying he's now trying to live a normal life, and by the time he went on his hiatus, the channel was draining him. Regardless of what content he made, people continued bitching about drama related shit, and by abandoning it, it's one less burden weighing on him while he deals with real life stuff. He caps off the entire message by talking about how people started tracking down his real life friends on Facebook to ask his whereabouts, and someone even found him on eBay to ask him what's going on, which is where he decided to draw the line. It got to a point where he could no longer have much of a personal life, and finally he says he's blocking the person who emailed him, not because he's mad, but because he's just, I quote, further cutting ties from a hobby that he doesn't like anymore. Now we'll leave the actual link from that whole email chain in the description below. Feel free to check it out if you guys want to read the whole thing. Now again, I can't guarantee for sure that that's actually from Grade A, but it seems pretty legit based on all the information given. And on top of all this, well, it wouldn't come to a surprise that the new copyright claims would also pose as an issue or frustrating topic for Grade A. Since going on his hiatus and returning, YouTube changed a lot of their policies. In a ton of Grade A's older videos, he includes music such as The Undertaker's theme song, a Christmas jingle, and the instrumentals from Take Me Out to the Ball Game, to name a few. Now in his video Is Gradeaundera Dead, where he actually uses The Undertaker's theme song, he even wrote in the description, I quote, this is directly from his description, "By the way, probably doesn't help that I'm using copyrighted music, and this is probably gonna get claimed and make me literally $0, but oh baby, Undertaker's theme, it's so good." So it's not like he didn't know. I mean, the man's been on YouTube long enough, he definitely knows the ins and outs. But that means he also came to terms that it's just another hurdle he'd have to get over while making his content if he wanted to keep making money from the platform.
So listen up, autocorrect companies. In this video, I'm gonna quickly go over some actual mistakes that autocorrect's made for me in the past, right? and then I'm going to tell you, once and for all, how to fix autocorrect.
So to wrap up, it seems like grade A under A might actually be done on YouTube for good. Obviously we can't say for sure because he has taken breaks from YouTube in the past, with one of his longest breaks being almost a year and a half. So maybe he'll continue to sporadically post videos when he feels inspired, but as of now, I wouldn't really count on it. Now in regards to what he's currently doing, well, we could assume it's something to do with teaching, maybe mathematics because that's what he went to school for and that was his previous job, but again there's no way to confirm because he's keeping his personal life to himself. He made it clear he never wanted to be famous or be in the spotlight, and he does still make profit from his merchandise, so if you guys want to show the man some love and support him, go buy one of his t-shirts. They're actually pretty funny. But it seems we'll just have to wait and see what happens with the man himself. Maybe he will make a surprise comeback, maybe he'll post every now and then. There's really no way to tell. Now to answer that trivia question, how did grade A get his name? Well, it turns out he was actually quite a good student getting straight A's in school, but he also considered himself an underachiever after not being able to get a job right after graduating. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this one. As always, drop us a comment down below with who you'd like us to cover next. Give us a thumbs up if you guys like this new series that we're trying out. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein. You can catch me on social media at Bronst7. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, share this video with a friend, and we'll see you guys in the next one.